This is News 3 Now at 6.
On the one-year anniversary of the World Health Organization officially declaring the COVID-19 a pandemic, 11% of Wisconsinites are fully vaccinated. Almost 1 in 5 have received at least one dose of the shot. And more good news, another 2 million people will soon be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine in Wisconsin. So did you make the cut?
The state health department announced 20 health conditions that will qualify people for a vaccine starting March 29th.
And Naomi Coles explains. Naomi?
Sidestepping other factors like essential jobs, one of the biggest factors that's going to open up eligibility for one of the largest groups yet is a simple calculation: your BMI. Asthma, cancer, type 1 and 2 diabetes, liver disease. All those and more will qualify you for the COVID-19 vaccine in Wisconsin starting March 29th.
It is based on the best evidence we have about which medical conditions make someone more vulnerable to severe illness or death.
But one metric alone that could include almost 70% of Wisconsin, a BMI of 25 or higher. In total, the newly eligible group is more than 2 million people. It could be closer to 3, but ultimately it's hard to tell exactly.
Of the total people in this group that would be eligible, a whole bunch of them are already done.
You won't need to prove your condition no matter where you get a vaccine, but health providers may prioritize based on risk when reaching out for scheduling.
But DHS is not mandating or requiring that any sub-prioritization happen. Everyone who is eligible under this group by virtue of having any of these conditions is now eligible.
Earlier today, a public health representative said Dane County would be ready to roll through its share of people.
If the supply is there, we have the capacity to be able to go through this group fairly quickly.
And if you still don't qualify, well, you'll have to wait. The state is not opening up categories for other essential workers, but expects to open vaccines to the rest of the general public sometime in May.
And if you're lucky enough not to have one of these health conditions, you will be lucky enough to be included in May.
State officials don't yet have a set date for when they plan to open up eligibility to everybody in Wisconsin or every adult in Wisconsin in May. They do, however, plan to use a couple factors to determine that. One of those is going to be how many people are already vaccinated in current eligible groups, and then lastly, also how many vaccines they're getting every week from the federal government.
Naomi, thank you. Let's check your first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, it was a nice day today. We started out with some cloud cover, and then the sun came out for this afternoon and warm temperatures up. Let's start out by taking a look at the live view from the Edgewater Skycam. Just had a beautiful sunset. Sunset this time of year is right at 6 p.m., so you can see the sun just below the horizon there. High temperatures today in the middle 50s, although it's a little deceiving. That was early this morning. This afternoon, our high temperature in Madison was right around 50 degrees. Right now, temperatures are in the upper 40s to near 50, still 49 in Boscobel and 48 in Janesville. Madison's down to 47, and temperatures are in the middle 40s north of Madison. Winds are also dying down pretty quickly. We saw some wind gusts last hour in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range. Now they're pretty much confined to eastern Wisconsin. By tomorrow morning, look for clear skies, temperatures dropping down to around 30, so a little colder by early tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, look for a high of 50 degrees with mostly sunny skies. We'll see another nice day for Saturday and some more clouds for Sunday. I'll have more details on the weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Breaking news tonight. President Biden will use his first primetime address tonight to announce he is directing all states to make all adults eligible for a COVID vaccine no later than May 1st. That's according to 2 senior administration officials who briefed reporters ahead of tonight's address. President Biden signed the COVID-19 relief bill into law today, a day earlier than anticipated. The nearly $2 trillion economic relief package has been the president's first and most pressing legislative priority since taking office in January. You can watch the president's primetime address right here on News 3 Now, 7 o'clock. The president is also expected to say there's a good chance Americans will be able to gather in small groups by the 4th of July.
In Dane County, 14.5% of residents are fully vaccinated. More than 22% have gotten at least one dose of the shot. That includes more than 3/4 of people who are 65 and older. Dane County public health officials say operations are running smoothly at the Alliant Energy Center mass vaccination site for teachers and school staff. That effort just started on Tuesday and is expected to be completed by March 21st. Dane County officials hope they'll be able to use the Wisconsin COVID vaccine registry soon.
We're currently working with DHS to make the adjustments necessary for it to work at our high throughput community vaccination site at AEC. When we get this system online, we can move up to 7,000 doses a week.
He says DHS officials are confident that a larger vaccine supply is on the horizon. And Dane County officials believe in about 3 weeks they'll be able to open the Align Energy Center site to a wider population.
Badgers will be able to jump around in their caps and gowns at Camp Randall Stadium this spring. Chancellor Rebecca Blank announced today UW-Madison plans to hold 2 commencement ceremonies on May 8th, an undergraduate and graduate ceremony. Family and friends will not be allowed in the stadium, but they can watch the celebration online. Students will be required to wear a mask, stay physically distanced, and prove that they've had a recent negative COVID test to participate.
Rock County health officials say they're averaging about 12 new COVID cases per day over the last week. About 20% of Rock County's population has gotten at least 1 dose of the vaccine, and about 12% are fully vaccinated.
I can say that the metrics are looking very positive right now, and the hope is always to get back to as normal as possible while preventing the spread of the disease and making sure we continue to see kind of very low levels of case activity. So we continue to monitor those trends on a weekly basis.
Health officials say moving to the next phase of the reopening plan won't happen immediately, but they are looking ahead to that. Officials plan to stay in phase 2 for a few more weeks before considering easing restrictions.
Every student in the Madison School District will have the chance to return to in-person learning, but many will be waiting a while. The district detailed its phased approach today. Adam Duxter joins us live from Orchard Ridge Elementary School with why the district says they're taking it slowly. Adam?
Yeah, kindergartners were their first to make the return here at Orchard Ridge earlier this week, and first and second graders aren't very far behind, slated to come back next week. And district leaders say this deliberate approach is out of an abundance of caution. Now, under the plan, certain ages like students in high school wouldn't return until late April, meaning they'd be going to school for just a few weeks before the year gets out. The assistant superintendent says this plan prepares the district for the possibility of another surge of COVID-19 and having to pivot back online if need be.
We take very seriously the fact that this is a pandemic. And we take very seriously the fact that we want our schools and our classrooms to be safe. We had the death of a student at East High School from coronavirus, and that it impacts people. We all pay attention to that.
Now, district leaders say they're hopeful students will all be able to return to school in person this next fall, but say, if anything, this last year has showed them that the virtual option really does work better for some students, so you can expect to see an expanded virtual outreach as next year goes on. Now, for a full list of who comes back and when and for how long, you can visit our website, channel3000.com.
All right, Adam, thank you. New at 6, Madison police are investigating a shooting. This happened outside a gas station this morning. Officials say someone in a recently stolen vehicle shot multiple rounds at another vehicle at the gas pumps there. This happened about 8:15 this morning. This is the Shell station where South Park meets Fish Hatchery Road. No one was hurt, but one of the bullets hit a window near the gas station's front entrance. Police have determined this was a targeted incident. They ask anyone with information to contact Madison area Crime Stoppers. And a Dane County strip club decided to voluntarily shut down after shots were fired outside that business 3 times within a week. Now the Bristol Town Board is threatening to pull its licenses. It's a special town meeting to consider suspending Club Bristol's liquor and adult entertainment licenses. That's just getting underway right now. The business's co-owner has said he plans on making changes to address the gun violence problem, and we'll have updates tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Coming up next at 6, we're learning where the Dane County Farmers Market will be, and Bratfest puts a creative spin on the annual celebration in hopes of safely raising money for local charities. And there's more local news ahead. Tonight at 10, a News 3 Now special report. Optimism grows as COVID vaccine supplies increase. Health officials explain how that'll affect the local distribution timeline.
Feeling lucky? Everyone's a winner at Ashley Home Store's Lucky Streak Mattress Sale. Save up to $1,000 on mattress doorbusters and get our best price ever on this Beauty Rest doorbuster. Plus, Tempur-Pedic mattresses now less than $30 per month, interest-free. Ashley Home Store.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the cheeseburger pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's.
It's replacement window season, and Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy 2, get 2 free.
Replacing the windows, it made our home more comfortable and more functional.
Buy 2, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
If you're ready for a new Toyota, let's get started and save big at East Madison Toyota. Take your pick from our giant selection of new Toyotas and save big. RAV4s, Corollas, Highlanders, Tacomas, and more. Get started and get behind the wheel of your new Toyota at East Madison Toyota. Come see why more and more Wisconsin buyers are choosing us at East Madison Toyota off I-90 and 151.
Feeling lucky? Everyone's a winner at Ashley Home Store's Lucky Streak Sale. Everything is marked down at savings up to 50% off. Then pick up your scratch-off card in store for up to an extra 15% off and 0% interest until 2022. Only at Ashley Home Store.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Dane County Farmers Market will start the 2021 outdoor season at the Alliant Energy Center on April 10th. Market organizers made the announcement today, saying they are confident the Madison staple will return to the Capitol Square sometime this summer. The walk-up market will run every Saturday from 7 a.m. until noon. Shoppers will also have the option to pre-order products.
The world's largest Bratfest is canceled again this year, but organizers have come up with a creative alternative. Instead of gathering at the Alliant Energy Center, Bratfest is teaming up with Johnsonville to host a build-your-own Bratfest. The brats will be available Memorial Day weekend at participating sports bars and restaurants all across Dane County. 100% of the proceeds will benefit local charities. The Madison Skate Park is officially reopened. Community volunteers came out this morning to clean up trash and sweep. On Facebook, Freedom Skate Shop thanked everyone who came out to help. The park opened in McPike Park back in 2015. It is free and open during daylight hours until this summer when lights will be turned on at night.
Still ahead at 6, a look at how the COVID-19 testing effort at the Alliant Energy Center has evolved over the last year, including increased efficiency and fewer people waiting in lines. And a good weekend to make plans outside with more sunshine in the forecast. Gary has all those details coming up.
Growing optimism.
To have enough vaccine supply for every adult in America by the end of May.
What it means for our local timeline.
The overall mood around here is excitement.
Health officials talk distribution logistics. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Get ready to save. This weekend, the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline in Madison is hosting a massive warehouse liquidation sale. Save as much as 90% off store-wide. Shop clearance items, floor samples, special buys, and more. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean. And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Friday through Monday, shop the massive warehouse liquidation sale at the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline. Save up to 90% off furniture, mattresses, and appliances while they last. Bring your truck and trailer because everything must go. Only at Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Across Wisconsin, health officials confirmed 502 new cases of COVID-19 today. That is slightly below yesterday's count. The 7-day rolling average has fallen to 363. There are no new deaths today. There was a month-long stretch last year when we saw incredibly long lines and wait times every Tuesday at the Alliant Energy Center.
Those days are behind us, as are many other changes that happened since March 11th, 2020. Jamie Perez joins us from the new location of COVID testing at the Alliant Energy Center with more on how the process has evolved.
Right, well, the people who have been here since the beginning say that things have really come in waves with this pandemic, from the people who are getting tested to what we're seeing inside of the testing centers.
Hey, how's it going?
If you asked Charles Link last year what he thought he would be doing in March of this year.
We're both getting tested?
Nope, just me.
Just the driver, all right.
This certainly wasn't it.
It switched gears to jump on hands-in on the front lines of COVID.
As an EMT, he and many others have left their typical responsibilities to help out on the front lines as we progress through this pandemic.
Are we both getting tested today?
But his job title isn't the only thing that's changed.
We have really come a long ways. This whole process has been super fine-tuned. It's very efficient.
Back when testing first became available,
we didn't have as many people a year ago coming through because, again, there were criteria to come and get tested.
The lines didn't look like this. Instead of 24 hours, results often took a week, and people giving the tests were different too.
Practice makes perfect, so the Guard started it, they perfected it, they trained us, we've kept it going.
Perfect. How's it going? Good, how are you? Doing well, thank you.
Public Health says it conducts around 800 to 1,000 COVID tests per day at the Alliant Energy Center. That number has stayed the same for the last couple of months.
So we set our record in November on a Tuesday, doing 3,456 tests. We're obviously not seeing those numbers anymore.
As the testing process keeps moving forward,
have a good one.
We're all hopeful that in a year from now, these tests won't be necessary and we can all go back to something better.
Hopefully by then we're also open back up and this will be used for what it was used for before, like Monster Truck Series or Circus or whatever it was used for.
Though the testing location has changed to here to the Coliseum, the hours for testing are still the same, and the people here are just hopeful that when we look back a year from now, we can look back at a much different scenario.
Jamie, thank you. About 3 months after the first batch of COVID-19 vaccines arrived in Wisconsin, local healthcare providers continue to answer questions about why the vaccine is considered safe and effective. UW Health Dr. James Conway says it's natural to be skeptical given how quickly these vaccines were created. He says the process to approve them was dramatically faster than previous vaccines against chickenpox or tetanus, and it involved streamlining rather than changing the process.
The emergency use authorization that the FDA issued, since they've never done it for a vaccine before, they really set remarkably high standards. The EUA, or emergency use authorization program that they developed for the vaccines, essentially meets the European full FDA approval requirements. And so what we're requiring for emergency use is really what's required in most of the rest of the world for full authorization of a vaccine.
He also says compared to drug development, which requires a couple thousand people to be involved in clinical trials, the vaccine clinical trials involved tens of thousands of people to make sure researchers weren't missing any rare side effects.
Well, the week will end with sunshine. Gary joins us now with your first warn forecast.
Yeah, looking very nice over the next couple of days. And even though we'll have more cloud cover on Sunday, still shouldn't be a bad day. 3 things you need to know. Expect above normal temperatures for the rest of this week and through the weekend. High temperatures will be around 50 tomorrow, mid-50s on Saturday, and mid-40s on Sunday, which is still about 5 degrees above average. We'll look for mostly sunny skies for tomorrow and Saturday. Again, a little more cloud cover on Sunday. And then as we head into Monday, temperatures will drop back to a little bit below normal. We'll see perhaps a little bit of light snow late Sunday night that'll mix with and change to rain on Monday with a high temperature only in the upper 30s, and it'll be breezy, just kind of adding to the chill. But as we check out the snow depth, you can see the storm system that came through yesterday actually brought some accumulating snow from South Dakota through northern Minnesota and into far northern Wisconsin and the western UP of Michigan. A couple of inches of snow on the ground there. That shouldn't last very long, but it is affecting temperatures, keeping them about 10 to 15 degrees colder than areas farther to the south where there's little or no snow cover. On weather track, you can see the upper level winds right now flattened out. They're more west to east rather than southwest to northeast like we saw yesterday. Down to the south on the cold front that came through last night, triggering some showers and thunderstorms in southern Illinois, southern portions of Indiana. There's actually a cold front now down in that area, south of which temperatures are still in the 70s, but north of which the winds have shifted around to the west and northwest. There's a second cold front that has chillier air associated with it, but the southern part of this front will not move very far south. It'll move more east, at least the cold air mass will move more east than south, so we'll just get a glancing blow from that. As we zoom into our part of the Midwest, north of that front, temperatures are in the upper 20s to the middle 30s, and again, some of that is because of snow on the ground, but the rest of the Midwest right now seeing very comfortable temperatures, even for the second week of March. Temperatures right now mid to upper 40s. Compared to 24 hours ago, they're down about 15 degrees, but that just shows how mild we were yesterday. And as we check out future track, notice the skies remain clear tonight. That will allow temperatures to drop off to about 30. High temperatures tomorrow should be around 50 with plenty of sunshine. High pressure moves just to our north tomorrow night with light winds. Clear skies, temperatures drop into the mid-20s, but then those winds become southerly as we head into Saturday, and we bounce right back up into the middle 50s. Our forecast calls for a high temperature of 50 degrees for tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies, should be very similar to what we saw for much of this afternoon. As we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, 54 on Saturday. Sunday, again, more cloud cover, breezy, high temperature at 46. Could see a little bit of light snow late Sunday night. I don't think it'll amount to much, if anything, in the way of accumulation. It should change to rain on Monday. Temperatures will stay chilly through the middle part of next week. St. Patrick's Day, a high of only 42, maybe a couple of flurries at night. And then as we get toward the end of next week, temperatures should rebound. It looks like a pretty quiet weather pattern as we head through the rest of next week and through the weekend.
And coming up in sports, the last time Wisconsin faced Penn State in the Big Ten tournament, it wasn't good. Why Greg Gard isn't worried about that or his team's late season slide. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's the Freezer Favorite Sale this Thursday through Sunday at HyVee. Banquet Brown and Served sausage, just $1 each. HyVee potatoes, only $1.68. And that Smart frozen vegetables, just 77 cents. Don't miss the Freezer Favorite Sale at HyVee.
Want to know how we make your glasses so fast? It's all done right here. With a lab in every store, our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish. You get them in as little as 30 minutes. No cut corners, just quality, affordable glasses. Only at iMart Express.
Spring is here, and it's time to refresh your home. Steinhafels has the largest in-stock selection of the newest styles at the lowest prices. Right now, save 35% store-wide on furniture for every room in your house. A new leather sofa for the living room, a mattress for the bedroom, or a solid wood dining set for the kitchen. And with patio season just around the corner, find the newest styles with savings up to 50%. So shop Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape only for $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
It's the Freezer Favorite Sale this Thursday through Sunday at HyVee. Smart Ones entrees, just $1.57. Eggo waffles, only $1.97. And DiGiorno pizza, just $3.99. Don't miss the Freezer Favorite Sale this Thursday through Sunday at HyVee.
Friday, we're getting a jump on the weekend and a jump start on celebrating International Pie Day.
We'll take you to a local diner that's getting in on the fun in the 608. That and the latest on the weekend forecast Friday on News 3 Now this morning.
Wisconsin takes on Penn State tonight in the Big Ten tournament, and it's not the first time these two have met in the tourney. Back in '98, the Badgers won by 1, but the most recent tournament meeting was one to forget. 10 years ago, they played in a game where scoring was optional. UW lost 36-33 with the Badgers shot just 2 of 21 from three-point range. Hopefully history doesn't repeat itself, but Greg Gard's not worried because his team, they've been practicing well all week.
I think that gives you confidence that you're going to play better, and you still got to do it. And obviously we got to improve results in terms of outcomes, but the steps they've taken over the last 10 days, 2 weeks have been, very positive, and I'm proud of their effort and their focus.
Fresh off sweeping Michigan State and winning the Big Ten title, the Badger men's hockey team is playing the waiting game right now. Wisconsin doesn't play in the conference tournament until Monday, where UW will face either Notre Dame or Penn State. And as far as Tony Granato is concerned, nothing changes for his guys now that it's win or go home.
That's really important for, a maturity of a team to understand that. When you get to the big games, you don't ask more of yourself or more players. You want yourself to play, the same rock solid game that you guys have played all year to put ourselves in this position.
The Badger volleyball team will have to wait a little longer to get back to Big Ten play because the Wildcats have paused team activities. The Wisconsin-Northwestern weekend series has been postponed. UW's next scheduled match is March 18th against Minnesota. They haven't played since February 21st. The Brewers taking on the Royals down in Phoenix today, and Manny Pena continued to look in mid-season form. His solo shot to center puts the crew on the board in the second inning, but the Brewers would fall 4-2 in 7. And Steve Stricker wasn't supposed to play in the Players' Championship today, but after Justin Rose pulled out before his tee time, Stricker hopped on a plane, flew to TPC Sawgrass, and had a nice little first round. After his first 8 holes, Strick was 4 under. He finished 2 under, 5 shots off the lead. Charlotte, how would you like to have that call? Hey, can you come play golf in Florida today? Yeah, sure. Let me just hop on my jet and be there.
Right, if I had a jet.
Yeah.
And if I could play golf, that'd be a totally different story.
Good thing he had nothing planned for today. Let's go to Gary, final check of the forecast.
Also helps if the weather's nice, you can play golf. Right now, the sun is just set in the western sky. Temperatures are dropping into the 40s, but we should see nice weather the next couple of days.
And thanks for joining us at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.